For lesson 18 problem set, we're going to go through the process of using tape diagrams, finding answers, checking reasonability of your answer. One of the main differences is before what we had were problems where we would have a given amount and we would be told the next is more and more, so we would be adding to that amount. In this problem, we're actually going to be taking away. So it says in 1 year, the factory used this many meters of cotton, this many meters fewer of silk than cotton, and this many meters fewer of wool than silk. How many meters in all were used for the three fabrics? So you have a given amount, and you're going to have to figure out the cotton. You're going to take away to figure out the silk, and you're going to take away from the silk this amount to figure out the wool. So I'm just going to put for C, we're going to have S, and we're going to have W. So cotton, silk, wool. We know that the given amount for cotton is going to be this 11,650. For silk, we know that it's going to be 4,950 fewer than cotton. So I'm going to take this amount for cotton, 11,650. Before I go any further, I am going to identify the wool amount. And we know the wool amount is 3,500 or 3,500 less than silk. So when I figured out this amount, then I can plug it in here to subtract the 3,500 to figure out the wool amount. So let's go through the process of doing 11,650 minus 4,950, which would give us our silk amount. When I look across, 0 and 0 good, 5 and 5 good, 6 and 9 not good. I'm going to borrow here. This makes this 11. Borrow from here, make this 10, and turn this to 16. Now 10 and 4 is good. We are all clear. So 5 and 5 is 0. 6 and 9 is going to be 7. 10 minus 4 is 6. So now we know that 6,700 is the answer for silk. So we have cotton, 11,650. I should put meters. We know silk is 6,700 meters. And now we take that silk amount, the 6,700, and we have to subtract 3,500 from it to figure out the wool amount. So I'm going to do that over here. Oh, put that comma in the wrong spot. I apologize. 0 and 0 good, 0 and 0 good, 7 and 5 good, 6 and 3 good. 0, 0, 2, 3. So now I know my answer for wool, okay? So if I were to draw this as tape diagrams, I'll rewrite it here, but a little bit smaller, just so I have it. I have a given amount, and this given amount is that 11,650. In this problem, I have that 11,650, but take away part of that, and that would represent this 4,950. And this would be our question mark. I found out that that question mark should be equal to 6,700. Okay? Now, for the wool, I take that 6,700 amount and I break it into less by 3,500, and technically it probably should be over here. And this was our question mark. So in order to figure this out, I take that 6,700 minus 3,500, and we found that answer to be 3,200. So far, I've got a lot of work going on, and we haven't even answered the question, okay? But I do now know my cotton amount, my silk amount, and my wool amount, okay? The question now asks me, we just kind of did all of the problem gathering. The question asks me, how many meters in all were used of the three fabrics? To do that, I need to do cotton plus silk plus wool. In other words, I need to do 11,650 plus 6,700 plus 3,200. 0 and 0 is 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 7 is 13, plus 2 is 15, carry the 1. 6 and 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So, our answer is 21,550 meters in all when combining the three different fabrics. Okay, so what I'll point out, and I'm sorry that was out of the screen, we had to information gather, do the processing, the computation, and then once we had found all the information, then we could add all the items up, now that I didn't have question marks for values, and figure out the total. Okay? We're going to look at our exit ticket now. There are two other problems in problem set 8 that you'll check out. But it says draw a tape diagram, use numbers to solve, write your answers as a statement. A park A covers an area of this many square kilometers. It is this many square kilometers larger than Park B, and Park C is this many kilometers larger than Park A. So again, Park A is going to be our largest. Okay? We know that Park B is a certain amount less than Park A. And we know that Park C takes that value of Park B, and these boxes don't need to be distant accurate, but we know that whatever Park A is, it's a certain amount less for Park B, and whatever amount Park B actually is, a certain amount less for Park C. So it gives us 4,926 kilometers for Park A. It says that is 1,845 square kilometers larger than Park B. So in this case, 1,845 when added on gets us to the size of Park B, A from Park B. So I'm going to have to figure out this amount, right? And I can jump kind of ahead and say Park C is 4,006 square kilometers larger than Park A. Uh-oh. I just did an issue. Technically, in this problem, I'm going to need to add a little bit more. So this is going to be 4,926. We all make mistakes sometimes, right? And then more by 4,006. Holy cannoli. All righty. So in this situation, to find B, I'm going to need to take this 4,926 and subtract 1,845. In Park C, I'm going to take that 4,926 and add 4,006 kilometers. So you're actually using both place values. Pretty crazy, all right? This is why it's a challenge problem. So which should we do first? Let's get B taken care of first. So 4,926 minus 1,845. 6 and 5, good. 2 and 4, not good. 12 minus 4, good. 8 and 8, good. 4 and 1, good. 6 minus 5, 1. 12 minus 4, 8. 8 minus 8, 0. 4 minus 1, 3. So we know that this equals 3,081 kilometers. And for Mrs. Rogers' class, I will circle that, right? For Park C, I'm going to need to take this amount and add 4,006 to it. 6 and 6 is 12, carry the 1. Again, we're adding this time instead of subtracting. 2 plus 1 is 3. 9 plus 0 is 9. 4 plus 4 is 8. So this amount is approximately, I shouldn't say approximately, it is 8,932, unless I did some math wrong. So now I need to figure out the answer. All of that work was just to figure out the square kilometers of each of them. The area, we now know. A, Park A, 4,926. Park B, 3,081. Park C, 8,932. So now that we've done that information gathering, now we can go and answer the question. What is the area of all three parks? Tells me I'm going to need to add up Park A, Park B, and Park C. So I'm going to take Park C, it's the largest, put that up top. That's just what I like to do. Park A, since it's the next largest, and then Park B, because it is the smallest. Still not a small park. 2 and 6 is going to be 8, plus 1 is going to be 9. 3 and 2 is 5, plus 8 is going to be 13, carry the 1. 9 and 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19, carry the 1. 8 and 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry the 1. Which tells me, I believe, the answer is 16,932 kilometers. Technically, kilometers squared. So, I'll add my square. Interesting enough, you can either do an exponent 2, which you'll learn about eventually, or square kilometers. Okay? Now it tells me to assess the reasonability. Okay? So in this problem, we're going to check, and we'll just take A amount, B amount, C amount, add them up, and we'll also take this 16,932 and we'll round that amount. Oops, sorry, 8,932. Okay, so when I round this, and this is where you have kind of a choice. In this situation, let's round to, say, the thousands place. You know what, thousands place. So this would round up to 5,000. This would round to 3,000. And this would round to 9,000. When I add those up, I get 9 and 3 is 12, plus 5 is going to be 17. So we're going to check. When I round to the thousands place, does this round to 17? You betcha. So we know this is reasonable. If rounding our sum when rounded and all of the parts when rounded did not match, then that would be unreasonable.